nostalgic, isn't it?
I think we need to do something about
Kino der fucking Toten, a legend within the Call of Duty Zombies community. However, I think it is more than a legend, and people put shame on this name. I think this is what saved Call of Duty Zombies, and I think it is underrated.
Let's do it.
Kino der Toten, one of the greatest maps of all time. Many people don't think so, but without Kino der Toten, where would Syndicate be? Where would the members of the Z House be? And more importantly, where would Tim Hansen's lover, Crazy Rabbit, be? And so, many people have forgotten what this map's done for the Zombies community. And today, I'm going to tell you guys what it's done and revamp your memory. At the time, Kino der Toten was a great map. It was a map that everyone loved because, well, I mean, technically it wasn't better than the Reese, subjectively and objectively. However, the Reese costed $15. I mean, no one's gonna pay $15 just for one map. And on top of that, Black Ops 1 was the best-selling game, and Kino der Toten was the first map, and it was free. And this is what created Kino der Toten to rise. This is what let it rise up. And many people experienced this map and instantly got hooked. Because this map, unlike any other, had put everything together from World at War and created one almost perfect map with great dueling guns and great wonder weapons. What a nostalgic and incredible gun. It is for most people, and even for people who don't even play Call of Duty Zombies, they at least know what the Raygun is. The Raygun was such an amazing gun, and such a popular gun. And sure, you might be saying, well, why are you reviewing the Raygun on Kino der Toten? Obviously, it was made on Nocturne Toten, and it was on every single World at War map. And I'll give you credit, it was, right? But it was made popular on this map. This is the map that the Raygun was made super popular. Many people first learned about the Raygun on this map. Many people didn't even know that the Raygun was on World at War. I mean, come on. This is the map where crap, you know that crap, those videos that said you could get the Raygun in 5 minutes. You get the Raygun by round 8 or something like that. It'll show you this weird trick they did, and you might follow one or two. In my case, 1,000 of these videos, and sometimes they might work because of pure coincidence, but really it was just editing, video editing, and a lot of it. So yeah, the Raygun in itself is actually a really good gun. Most people say, well, it's a bad gun. What are you talking about? It should sell around 30. What are you talking about? It's not a good wonder weapon. But that's what makes it good. It's not good in the later rounds. It's supposed to be balanced. It'll carry you to like round 30, just like the Raygun Mark III, but it won't get you past that round. Why? Because that's not what a wonder weapon should be. It shouldn't just carry you all the way there. A wonder weapon should be an amazing gun, but it should have some cons too. The Raygun also does splash damage. I mean, I'm not saying that the Raygun is the best thing ever, especially in Black Ops 3 with double Pack-a-Punch, but I think the Raygun is a good gun, and with the Thunder Gun on this map, it makes it even more powerful. Because just, if you're not going to use the Raygun, there's another way to get there, which is the Thunder Gun, and you can have both of them at the same time. So I think the Raygun is probably one of the best wonder weapons to ever exist, because it's so balanced. It's not supposed to be the primary gun you have. It's just a side wonder weapon. It's just something you use with the Thunder Gun or with the Wonder Waff, or with any other future wonder weapons, but it was an amazing wonder weapon. Another wonder weapon that was put on this map and made popular, or just created on this map, was the Thunder Gun. Some people might be like, wait a second, it wasn't created on this map. The Thunder Gun was created on 5. But is it on 5? Tell me that, huh? It's not on 5 the Smith plays. It's on Kino der Toten. This is where the gun was first introduced. It was a powerful gun, extremely overpowered, except it didn't have much ammo. You wouldn't be able to just use it all the time. So it's a very balanced gun, yet very powerful. And it was able to carry you, but yet it wasn't able to get you all the way to around 100. It's the best Save Me Wonder weapon. However, I think it was perfectly balanced, and I think this is a very great wonder weapon. Many people would say that this is a horrible wonder weapon because it doesn't have much ammo. But I think it's an amazing wonder weapon. And especially when it's pack-a-punched, it's a lot more powerful and a lot more bullets. So I think that both of the two wonder weapons on this map are both solid wonder weapons and are both great wonder weapons. Map progression on Kino der Toten is linear to say the least, and I don't think progression on this map is, well, it's not very replayable. I mean, after the first few times, you basically know what to do. You know, the perk spawns. The only thing that's different every time you go through is the box spawn where it spawns, because there's only one way to go. And then, after all that first linear part, you finally reach the stage, which is a cool, neat spot, which just looks like a abandoned stage. And then you see a teleporter. And then it tells you to connect it to something. So you look at the wire and you're like, oh, well, no shit, dude. Obviously, I'm gonna follow this little wire. And so you follow the wire all the way to spawn. And you see new doors open. And you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. Opens with power. And also the curtains open with power. Which is a really cool, neat thing I think they added. Very cool gimmick. And then you finally find it. You find the teleporter turn on button. Whatever it's called. Whatever you call it, right? And then you go on there. You hold X. And then you go all the way back to find that the teleporter is now working. And so you go in thinking maybe you'll find an escape. Maybe you'll be able to finally escape this map. And so you go through. Bam. Nothing. Until you look behind you. And there's Pack-a-Punch. Now, first, you might not have enough points if this is your first playthrough, but most people who've played more than once will have enough points. Will have like 5,000 points. And they'll pack-a-punch their gun, and they'll see that their gun's way better, and has acquired a new trait, like the 1911s have this grenade launcher effect. And so I think, that's a very cool thing that Treyarch added, and I think they should do this more often. And so I think it's very well done how progression is done on this map. And then you go to one of the 4 rooms and find a little information about the map. And then, map layout. The map flows very well, almost perfectly. Wait, there's more than 2 parts of this map? Oh yeah, the outside just doesn't connect to the rest of the map. There's only one way in and one way out, which makes map layout very horrible to say the least. I think it would have been better if there was another entrance. Well, there is, but it would just fuck up your training spot, basically making map flow horrible for that one side. And basically untouched for most of the map unless you want double tap, or the box spawns there. There's no reason to go to that side. And on Black Ops 1, double tap 1 was very horrible. No reason to get it. So there was almost no reason to go to the outside area unless the boxes were there. And so, what's left to do? The rest of the map flow is really solid, I would say. Everything connects very well, except for that outside area. Pack-a-punch flows very well to spawn and to the other sides of the map that aren't outside. And so I think the rest of the map flow is very nice. And there's a bunch of places where you could train. There's 2 good places where you could train. There's the theater part and there's spawn. This is a great spot. These are great. Can I fucking speak? These are amazing. Not just great. These are amazing training spots. Some of the best. And this is where training became popular. Obviously it became more popular on Ascension, but it was still really popular on this map. And there was even a little place where you camp towards Jug, which is a pretty cool, neat spot. And so, map layout, map progression are very nice. It flows very well, unlike most maps, I would say. I mean, come on, man. Kino der Toten. It's not famous for no reason. It has great map flow, great progression, and makes you feel like you're gaining something every time you go through the map. It feels like you're getting progressively stronger. I mean, I really would have liked if the other side flowed better and progression went towards that side. And I really think the map would have been 10 times better if it did so. But it doesn't. There's nothing you can do about it now. The devs aren't going to change it this far out into the game's life cycle. So I think I would rate my map flow and I would say progression. It's about like a solid 6 out of 10. Mostly because there's only one way. Progression is very linear. Map flow is restricted to two sides. Doesn't include the other side. And so I think map flow is just, it's good, but not perfect. That's what I would like. And progression is just the same old every game. I wish progression could be a little different. I mean, the box spawn makes it a little different, but I wouldn't say there's anything else different about it. Just with the box spawns, you do the exact same thing every time. You go there, you get your P40, and then after that you just go to Pack-a-Punch. But I think map flow otherwise and map progression otherwise is very well done. I think there's a lot to be wanted, but I think it's still very good for how primitive the map is. Story on Kino der Toten is absolutely abysmal. There's nothing on this map. It doesn't give any introduction to any new characters. It doesn't give any information. It just gives you a little bit of audio reels. That's about it. Sure, it gives you a lot of foreshadowing, but that's it. I really wish they could have done something with the story here. It's only here to just show you the 4 characters again. This isn't even really important to the storyline. If you really think about it, it's just a stopping ground. So I think storyline here could have been a lot better, but whatever, man. And then innovation. Absolutely nothing. They created the fire pit trap, and they somewhat created the Nova Crawlers. Depends. I mean, it was just a Black Ops 1 innovation, I would say. So they didn't create Nova Crawlers, and it introduced the Thunder Gun. It didn't create the Thunder Gun, it just introduced it to the new map. 5 created the Thunder Gun. Although it didn't have it, it was on Kino der Toten, so I will say that it was innovation of Kino der Toten since it was shown first on Kino der Toten. It didn't create anything. Kino der Toten created nothing new. I mean, nothing. Every other map in World at War created something, right? Perks, characters, just zombies in general, and Pack-a-Punch. This map created nothing. But what it did do was it brought all the pieces from World at War and brought them into one singular piece to make an ultimate map. This is something that Kino der Toten did very well at. It was able to use all the innovations from the past and bring them onto one map and make all of them fit perfectly well. That's something innovation led up to. Innovation led up to Kino der Toten. Kino der Toten is an underrated map. I'll say it again and I'll say it again whenever you ask. Kino der Toten is underrated. Sure, it didn't create anything new, but what it did do was able to put everything that we've ever known all together. It was able to create the perfect map, may I say. And sure, there will be better maps later on, but at the time, it was the best map possible. It brought everything that World at War had been growing and innovating, and it brought it all into one map. And on top of that, it was the first free zombies map with Pack-a-Punch, with an actual way to live that wasn't bare bones like Nocturne Toten. And on top of that, it was on Black Ops 1, one of the best-selling Call of Duties ever. And so, this map created a community. This is a map that created the zombies community. And you should not forget that Kino der Toten created the Smith Plays. It created all these zombies YouTubers. It created the Reddit forums. It created everything that we know of as Call of Duty Zombies. At least, from a community standpoint. Without this map, where would I be even? Where would all the YouTubers be? And most importantly, it would have just been a forgotten game mode without this map. And so, thank you for watching so much. I really hope you like this, and if you disagree, put it down in the comments. Hopefully you could give it a like and you could sub. And just like in this gameplay, I hope you have a nice one. Peace.